Our migration is there, and now we need to actually apply it to the database to basically create tables, create columns, maybe drop something and stuff like that. And again, I want to emphasize on this one and dive a bit deeper, because what you can usually see in a lot of tutorials and examples all over the internet, it's basically the same that I have here in my startup CS file. So if I will scroll here, as you can see, what we're doing, we are basically creating this context, and then when we created it, we just call in the database migrate method, and that's it. Why I'm not happy about this one? So let's talk about the deployment, and let's talk not about the deployment to my dev environment or QA environment. Let's talk about my deployment to production. So first of all, when I want to release a new version, what will happen? I will upload it. I will basically upload the binaries, and at that time, while I'm uploading the binaries, potentially I may upload them to the same folder, so I'm currently replacing, like overriding the old binaries. It means that the application itself at that moment of time will be unable to work. But then when all the binaries are replaced, I rebooted my web server, and what I have now, the application tries to start, and at that point it cannot start, it cannot receive the traffic because I'm applying my database migration. Let's try to say it in a bit another terms. So what I am concerned about here is that as a DBA, for example, as a database administrator, I don't have a full control on who and at what time will basically modify my database. And I will be actually extremely scared, especially in the role of the DBA, that I don't have control over that. So we're having two problems on this one. First, we have a problem that we are overriding and replacing the old binaries. That problem is relatively easy to solve actually, so we can say, okay, let's create kind of a new slot, new website, like new host in general somewhere, and let's just upload that new version to that new host, and then we will just switch the traffic on the load balancer or something like that. That's super easy to fix because the application itself, our code, our binaries, they are completely stateless. So we can easily move them all the way around across our infrastructure. They don't have any state, they have only the binaries themselves. So that's super easy. But the database is a stateful component of our application. That's actually the whole purpose of the database, is to be a stateful component. So in that case, if you don't want to interrupt your business users' work, it will mean that you need to have that full control over when you will apply those migrations. And with the next part of the demo, I would like to show you how you can do that.